Hello, welcome to Miss Peepers Reading Corner. I'm Katrina, aka Miss Peepers. Let's talk about books. Today we're going to discuss Your Guide to Not Getting Murdered in a Quaint English Village by Maureen Johnson, illustrated by J. Cooper. This book is the quintessential companion to anyone who enjoys a British mystery. Watching them, reading them, maybe even writing them, if that's you. Mystery, of course, is a genre that exists across cultures. There are always stories about people trying to find out what happened and set things right. There's something very specific about the British mystery, or even more specifically, the English mystery genre that is different from mysteries written in or set in other countries. And I think part of it is the atmosphere, the setting, the quaint English village. There's a lot of gorgeous countryside. There are a lot of small, close-knit communities, these twee little places that don't seem like they could contain any kind of evil. So the English village is a place that I think to a lot of people feels safe. And so despite that, or maybe even because of it, that becomes the location for so many fictional mysteries as writers attempt to shatter that sense of security. Because I think that's what makes like a truly good mystery, thriller, or horror novel, is taking something that is ordinary and routine or even lovely and safe and welcoming and turn it into something sinister. And so the quaint English village and is one of those locations that is particularly prone to being turned on its head. This is a place where everybody knows everybody else, but like in any small community, people have petty rivalries, people get upset with one another, people argue over things big and small, and sometimes those arguments end in murder. Maureen Johnson addresses her book to people who do not live in quaint English villages, but who in fact might want to go visit one. You could come from outside of England, or perhaps you live in one of the larger cities and are going into the countryside for a short amount of time. This guide will walk you through the common places and types of people that you will interact with as you go there. And she'll also describe to you how you might be murdered and how to avoid it. I think perhaps the best way to talk about this book is to share bits and pieces of it. This is humorous. The illustrations are delightful, and it so perfectly exemplifies every Agatha Christie or the couple of Sherlock Holmes stories that happen in the countryside. Elizabeth George or Peter Ellis or Colin Dexter, like all of these sort of classic or modern classic writers of mystery, of English mysteries, who just evoke this feeling. They just evoke this feeling. So let me just jump into it. The book is divided into two parts. First is a description of the village, and then is a description of the manor. The book also contains quizzes, so you can test your knowledge. But we've got a little map here of the village. In the village, we have different locations. The village church. A village has to have a church. Those are the rules. For hundreds of years, the village church has been the center of village life and death, with emphasis on that last one. It is the biggest, grandest, highest building around. It has fonts to drown in, vaults to be sealed in, a bell tower to fall from, and an altar to be sacrificed on. The vicar will find your body if you venture here. We also get different people in the village, such as the amateur astronomer. They like to wander alone to remote locations at night with a big looking tube to look. Draw a circle around every word in that sentence that means no. It's just so cute, and every single one of these locations, these characters are all part of every single mystery like traditional English mystery. So this is obviously a very humorous book. I don't have a ton of deep thoughts on it other than I found it delightful, and I hope that you will as well. So tell me, do you know how not to die in a quaint English village? Is there something behind you? Who's that? Let me know in the comments below. Either way, I'll see you in the next one. Who's that? Oh, it's you.